Benjamin Netanyahu is speaking now. Let's take a listen to what he has to say.
Thank you.
I noticed also that since you were elected, the growth rate of Ukraine has nearly doubled. This, I don't think is coincidental. I think it reflects the way people are impressed, as I've been impressed in this visit, by your vision of a prosperous and peaceful Ukraine. And I look forward to working with you, as we've discussed, on advancing our common goals of peace and prosperity. I've been here 20 years ago, so I could see the changes that have taken place and also your desire to accelerate change. And I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to Jerusalem as president. We agreed it would happen next week. Well, it'll happen soon, and you're always welcome in our eternal capital. Both our countries are young, but our peoples are ancient, and our common ties go back centuries, many centuries. The Jewish community in Ukraine is over 1,300 years old, and I want to thank you for agreeing on a mutual development project for Oman that is very important for the Ukraine and for the Jewish people as well. We've had periods of great splendor in our joint relations, but we've also had periods of unimaginable tragedy. During the Holocaust, hundreds of thousands of Jews were murdered in the territory of Ukraine, and later today we will visit Babi Yar, where tens of thousands of Jews were slain by the Nazis and their collaborators. Yet, alongside this horrific chapter of our shared history, I want you to know that Ukraine played a tremendously important role in the development of the modern Jewish state. In fact, I think it's unimaginable to conceive the growth, the rebirth of the Jewish state and the rebirth of the Hebrew language without the role played by tremendous giants, literary giants and political giants who came from the Ukraine, writers such as Shalom Aleichem, Shaul Chernyakhovsky, Chaim Nachman Bialik, without a doubt two of the greatest Hebrew poets in modern times. And many of the founders of the modern Zionist movement started here too. Ukraine gave us visionaries like Echad Ha'am and Zev Jabotinsky. So in many ways, as I mentioned in our meeting, I have a certain connection, a personal connection to the Ukraine, because my father was the editor, at a very young age, was the editor of Chernyakhovsky, one of our two great poets. And my father also worked with Zev Jabotinsky, who inspired many in the national movement and was the father of the party that I lead today. In fact, many of our nation's leaders, prime ministers and presidents came from Ukraine. So Ukrainian Jews, both in history and in the present, are a significant part, an integral part of modern Israeli society. And the Ukrainian Jewish community, I think, is the fourth largest in Europe. Today, this community serves as a human bridge between our countries, and it offers, I think, immense opportunities to help us develop our ties. I think that those ties can be advanced through a number of means. I want to thank you for your decision to ratify in the upcoming parliament, to work towards the ratification of the pensions agreement that we signed for these people. You asked that we pass on to you updated information for this purpose. I will definitely do that. And I believe that we have opportunities that come from the fact that we are living in revolutionary times, positive revolutionary times. The world economy is changing more rapidly than ever before, offering challenges and opportunities that we could only have dreamed of in previous centuries, even in previous decades. I think the future belongs to those who innovate. Israel is the quintessential innovation nation. Ukraine has enormous talents and capacities. We've discovered this because Israeli companies are here. We engage with tens of thousands, some say as many as 50,000 talented Ukrainians in the fields of mathematics, computer engineering, in every conceivable field of modern technology. We see the talent. We both see the opportunity. We want to seize the future. To seize the future, we've made two decisions in this visit that I think can accelerate the seizing of these opportunities. The first is to immediately start working on the free trade agreement, which will be ratified right after our elections in our parliament, but to expand it to include investments. That means investments in services. There's another word for that. It's called high-tech. The second is to open, both in Kiev and in Jerusalem, high-tech development offices. What we would like to see is not merely the exchange of technology and the involvement of Ukrainians in our high-tech industries. We'd like to see Israeli high-tech investments, joint mutual investments here in the Ukraine. Not only do we not mind this, we encourage this. And I think these two measures of the expanded free trade agreement and the opening of these offices in our respective capitals, I think will advance that very, very quickly. We have great confidence, as you do, that small and middle-sized nations can become very big nations by using the conceptual products of a talented citizenry. We have immensely talented people in both countries. We can seize the future separately, but if there's one message that I'd like to deliver from this visit and from our exceptional discussions today, I would say this: we can seize the future separately, but we can do it better together. This is what will come out of this meeting. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for welcoming me and my colleagues to Kiev and to Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The statements are over. Thank you for the attention.